Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name is Vanessa Somuayina. You guys know me as your big sis from the internet as well as the unicorn mom. And in today's Pick a Card Psychic Tarot reading, we are going to be getting into your love predictions for the month of July. So if you've been wondering what's coming towards your love life and you can't wait to receive some clarity, then this is the perfect video for you to be watching. How this video works is that in just a moment's time, I will introduce you to the 3 groups that I've got prepared for you today. And then I would like you to pick one of these 3 groups in order to help guide you figure out precisely what's coming towards you in love during the upcoming month of July. So the 3 groups that I've got prepared for you today are as follows. Group number 1 corresponds to the Oriens Animal Tarot deck as well as the Kunzite Crystal Point. Group number 2 corresponds to the Magical Spirit Oracle deck as well as the Tiger's Eye Crystal. And group number 3 corresponds to the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle deck as well as the Opalite Crystal. As usual, the timestamps to all 3 of these groups can be found below in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your mobile devices, your TVs, your tablets, as well as your desktops. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little moment of privacy so you can meditate on these 3 groups in order to pick the perfect group for you. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need a moment just to meditate on the 3 groups. And as per usual, if you absolutely cannot make up your mind between multiple groups, then feel free to tune into multiple readings because sometimes your psychic prediction is a mixture between multiple groups. So I'll just give you this little moment of privacy to select your group and then I'll be right back to guide you into your readings. Alright, so by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 3 groups. I will be getting into your reading starting off with group number 1, which corresponds to the Oriens Animal Tarot deck. So if this is the group that you chose, then simply continue watching. And to my other gorgeous groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. You chose the Oriens Animal Tarot deck as well as the purple kunzite crystal to help guide you and figure out what's coming towards you in love during the month of July. Here's a close-up of the crystal of your choice. It's absolutely gorgeous, and this is a crystal that helps you gain clarity and wisdom, which is precisely what you need today and in order to figure out what's happening in love. So let's get straight into it, group number 1. I'm just shuffling your Oriens Animal Tarot deck. Feel free to relax, lean back, enjoy. If you would like to grab a snack, a beverage of your choice, right now would be the time to do so as we ease into your reading in order to gain as much clarity as possible and channel your psychic messages. So let's get into it, group number 1. We have got the Fool as well as the Ace of Cups. This is a brilliant start to your July love prediction, and I'll tell you exactly why. The Fool is the first card of the major arcana within the tarot, and what this means is that there is a new beginning coming towards you in love. The Ace of Cups in the tarot is the ace of the element of water, which means the number 1 of the element of water, which always represents a fresh start and a new beginning as well. So things are completely changing for you during the month of July. Nothing is going to be the same. You're going to have a fresh start, almost like this egg cracking open here with the turtle, a new beginning, a new birth of a different type of love story, of your love life going in a different direction than it's gone up until now. And the Ace of Cups in tarot is notoriously known for the start of a new romance, quite specifically, as the suit of cups is the suit of everything that has to do with your romantic relationships and emotions. So this being a new beginning, a fresh start in your love life is so exciting, group number 1, and I can't wait for us to delve even more deeply into what this entails, what this means, and what's coming towards you next. So to start off, I see a completely fresh beginning and July going in an unexpected, exciting way. Next up, we've got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a representation of someone's energy. This could be your energy, it could be the person's energy who's coming into your life in July. July. The Queen of Wands is the queen of the element of fire, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Queen of Wands energy is forceful energy, it's ambitious energy, it's independent energy. If this sounds exactly like you, group number one, then you know why this is showing up within your reading. However, if the signs, if Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're kind of unsure what that means for you in love for July, that means you're attracting someone with this type of energy within their birth chart, and the Queen of Wands is someone who's going to tell you that they like you. You're not going to be guessing whether this person is romantically interested in you during the month of July. The Five of Wands is a symbol for things being a little all over the place. The Suit of Wands, as already mentioned in the Queen of Wands, it's the element of fire. The number 5 in numerology is a number of things being exciting, of you going to parties, to get-togethers, going out. And the Five of Wands also tells me here that you have some mixed feelings about this new beginning because you are a little bit like cautiously optimistic because of what you've already been through in love, group number one. But what I see is that your spirit guides are trying to say to you to just enjoy this moment of freedom, enjoy this fun, enjoy that things are looking different for you. Enjoy that your love life is never going to be the same again, and that July is bringing a absolute fresh start and excitement towards you and new people in love as well. So let's move more deeply into your reading. I'm now using the Tazama African Tarot deck to continue your prediction. I've shuffled it, and now we are going to receive our first message, which is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles tells us here that in love you're going to meet a love interest during a work get-together. The Suit of Pentacles is the suit of the elements of everything material, the element of earth, and everything that has to do with your career, your work, and also money. I want you to know here in the Three of Pentacles that this is someone that you're meeting at a get-together where there are a lot of conflicting parties. So a work get-together, a work party, something career-oriented where people are showing up that don't like each other that much. So you will feel some tension in the room as you're at this party and get-together, but it doesn't matter because you're having a great time and you're meeting new people. And that's also why we've received the Ace next in your reading. The Ace, as already mentioned, group number one, always a symbol for a new beginning, always a symbol that something fresh is happening for you. The Ace of Pentacles symbolizes that there is a new start in your career as well. So after this work get-together, this work party, after you are going to this event that is filled with people who are in your same career field. So if you're, for example, working with social media, perhaps you're going to an entrepreneur's event, you're trying to learn, you're trying to grow. The Ace of Pentacles symbolizes that you're going to have a new start in your career as well. So either changing job positions to a higher position or starting that new business, which is going to make you so infinitely attractive, romantically speaking. I see that that ties together with your love life, and it makes you be seen as this person who is even more ambitious and accomplished than before. Now, what this does, group number one, what I'm receiving from your reading is that it repels people who are narcissistic or toxic because you just seem way too independent and way too much like you know what you want out of life. So you're not a good victim, you're not a good target for that type of person during the month of July because your energy is not in that space. Next, we've got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands represents making decisions. So group one, if you are a chronic procrastinator, if you're someone who does not like to make many decisions in a day, the month of July is going to have you deciding left and right to cut people off, to block them, to not talk to people again who are not showing you the respect and the time of day that they really should be doing if they're interested in you, romantically speaking. The Two of Wands tells me you are deciding to cut off that ex. You are deciding to cut off that situationship. No longer do they get to see your stories. No longer do they get to see your status updates. You are removing that energy from your life because when you allow them to linger, it's almost like you're permitting their energy to linger in your life. And you're not doing that anymore, group number one, because you don't want that around you. You don't want that in your orbit. You don't need that in your life. So you're getting rid of it altogether. The Two of Wands tells me you're not afraid to do so. You're super fearless about it. Because in love, you've got options. You are not hung up on one dusty ex from long ago. And I see here in this Virgo energy that for one, Virgo is going to be the sign upon which you're deciding, staying or leaving. And the energy around you being in Virgo is an energy that is dutiful, that is humble, that is hardworking, and also that is very detail oriented. So the month of July brings very detail oriented and thoughtful dates to you as well. Any date you are going on during the month of July is a well thought out date where planning was involved, where thought and attention to detail was put into creating this experience for you. And I see here within Uranus, which is a planet that is extremely active for you during the month of July, that your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening is taking a huge moment, a huge kind of like main character energy on during the month of July. So this means Uranus, which is the planet of the unusual, the unexpected, and uniqueness, is being activated. So unique and unusual things are happening for you during the month of July that you didn't expect. So going out to new places, new parts of town and your city, going out to get-togethers that you never thought you would actually show up in. What I'm getting here is dates in new restaurants, new bars, new lounges, and also the work get-together where you're meeting someone who's very romantically attracted to you. You're meeting them in a completely new environment that you've never been in before. And within celebrations, birthday parties, and wedding vibes is what I'm getting here. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. You're celebrating the newness in your career and those accomplishments, those level ups, the fact that you are now invited into new rooms, new spaces. And another thing I'm also getting for you, group number 1 in celebrations, is that you are celebrating bringing new people into your life because you're open, you're ready, you've let your guard down. And even though you have been hurt in the past, that conflicting feeling of wanting to protect yourself so it doesn't happen again, but at the same time, still being open to new love and possibility, you're no longer in conflict with those emotions. You're no longer in a place where you feel like it is an internal battle and an internal struggle. Next up, we've got love. If there was any possible confirmation to be clear as day within your psychic prediction, this is the one, group 1. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. Don't overthink July. Don't be nervous. Don't procrastinate going out. Just don't do too much in your head. Live July because love is here in July. Love things are happening for you in July. Romantic connections are being established in July. Love surrounds all of your connections in July, and romantic love is here. We've got the roses. You will be given roses as a gift. You will be given flowers from someone. And you will be shown love undoubtedly. So if you were wondering, oh, is anything new going to happen? Is the month of July going to be interesting in love? This is your confirmation, group number 1, because yes, your love life is going to be interesting, fun. You're attracting someone into your love life during the month of July who's going to make you feel seen and special, and who is going to show you so much love and appreciation for who you are. Another thing that I see here within Connect with Crystals is crystal shopping, group number 1. If you have been in the mood to buy something, to shop, to satisfy your material needs as a human being, it's part of the human experience. And on this channel, we do not believe in shaming people for enjoying the material realm. You guys know this. I teach you all about how you can manifest not just love, not just a sense of spiritual enlightenment and groundedness, but also your spiritually aligned business. Know here that connecting with crystals is sometimes exactly what you need in order to align your energy with your desires. We've also got master number 11 here. So shopping for a crystal on the 11th day of the month, the 11th of July, group number 1. You also selected this group which has the number 1, the number of new beginnings. Angel number 111 is a message I'm seeing and receiving here within your reading. You see how in the 3 of Pentacles we have the Roman letter letter 3, but also it represents 111, doesn't it? So having these fresh beginnings, knowing that things are completely revamped energetically, should give you a sense of hope. It should give you a sense of relief, and perhaps even get you back into singing. Whether you feel like you have the best voice or you don't like to hear your voice at all, your spirit guides are trying to say to you, have fun, sing, even if it's in the shower. Even if it's while you're preparing breakfast in the morning, use your voice. Use your voice in order to have a good time. Use your voice not only to speak, but also to sing. Because your vocal cords are going to thank you for it, and it's a very healthy way for you to go through life. Hearing your own voice, indulging back into old hobbies that you've maybe forgotten or you've maybe kind of pushed to the side. Your spirit guides are trying to say to you now, group number 1, pick it back up, especially if you were an aspiring musician or you wanted to use your voice for a podcast, for a YouTube channel. Maybe you are a fellow tarot reader or a fellow spiritual entrepreneur, aspiring spiritual entrepreneur, which, by the way, I've got over 100 ideas for your spiritual business that you can start online as a free PDF. It's linked in the description box. Feel free to download that in order to feel inspired and get more ideas on how you can use your voice and in which areas your voice would thrive and would be seen as an addition to people's lives. Next up, we've got commit to happiness. Group number 1, just commit to happiness. Happiness is actually a habit. I read this as of recently in a book that was all about Buddhism and happiness and the connection in that. Because you guys know my channel is open to every type of alignment, spiritually, religiously, so I need to know a little bit about everything. I need to know what's going on here in the world. Now, within committing to happiness, one thing that I read about the theory of being happy and the psychology of being happy and how that ties in to old ancient teachings from the East is that happiness is actually a habit. It's not something that you either have or don't have. You can commit to being happy. If right now you're feeling a little bleh, you're feeling a little lost, you're not 100% feeling as happy as you would like to feel, group number 1, you have the power to change that. But the thing is, people don't want you to know how much power that you've got, which is why we have been conditioned to think that happiness is something that we have to strive for, that we never quite attain or reach, where we need to do X, Y, or Z before we can feel happy, before we are allowed to, before we have permission to be happy campers, to be happy people. But in the next message we've received for you, which is a message of unconditional love, your angels, the universe, God, your spirit guides, they're all reminding you, you are unconditionally loved. You don't have to first accomplish something specific in your career, make a certain amount of money, look a certain way, be a certain weight, or be in a romantic relationship or a marriage in order to be unconditionally loved. Actually, unconditional love, it begins with you, group number 1. It begins with you loving yourself. It also begins with you seeing the people around you who unconditionally love you and accepting that love. Because friends and family, we sometimes don't realize how much they care, how much they love us, how much they want to actually be here for us. And sometimes we kind of neglect those connections. And to look around you and see how unconditionally loved that you are is what you're being asked to do right now. Next up, we have got the moon, group number 1. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. The month of July is going to be hugely connected to the moon for you. Your hormones will be rebalanced through paying attention to how you feel through the different moon phases and also intuitively eating. That does not mean intuitively eating things that you will later regret, like an entire cake, like the saltiest chips on earth that will later make you feel really dehydrated and sluggish, but intuitively eating what your body means and interpreting what your body needs. So if you're out on a night out, you're talking to your romantic interest, you're flirting, and you feel like you want something sweet, something that will give you that dopamine hit, that will give you that kind of carbs rush. Instead of getting a sweet, sticky drink, why not order some fruit? It's also so hot, so sexy to see someone who takes care of themselves, who rather than drinking some sort of sticky, sugary, syrupy drink, you are having something healthy, you're having a tea, you're having a matcha, and you're having some fruit on the side rather than going for what seems like the quick fix. So your guides are really trying to say to you, be so patient with yourself, because that is your most attractive trait. Whenever you are patient with yourself, you are the most attractive, group number one, because your romantic interests, they look at you and they think, wow, you're really in control. You must really love yourself. And that makes them put you on a pedestal. Pedestalizing you during the month of July is only going to happen if you start with being patient with yourself. So it begins with you. When you put yourself on a pedestal and you don't rush yourself to anything, you don't rush yourself to appointments. When you're out, you're talking to your crush, right? You're meeting this person at a get-together, at a party. You're not rushing to answer their questions. When they ask you something, you don't immediately jump to trying to answer quickly and scrambling. You take your time, you pause, you show you're comfortable in your own skin and that you're in control. And that makes you infinitely more attractive than if you have this people-pleasing type of energy and aura about you that you maybe usually have fallen back into, especially if it's a habit from childhood and from having parents who made you feel rushed or made you feel like you were never enough. So we're just going to move a little more deeply into your reading, group number one, because there are some more messages to uncover about your love life during the month of July. Let's see what your guides have to say. We've got the Divine Director. If you were wondering what this person does that you're meeting during the month of July, who's your romantic interest that you're going to be talking to, and that is going to show that they want to see you again. They're going to show you love. They're going to show you care. They're going to show you romantic interest. This is someone who is a director of a company or a director in the space of creative work. So a film director, for example, a director in orchestra. They're the type of person who is in a position of power. People listen to them, their social status is high, and they have a intimidating aura. They also have dark features. They've got hazel eyes though, so their eyes are almost weirdly light compared to the rest of their features. Dark, wavy type of curly hair and tanned skin and very strong eyebrows. That's what I see here in the Divine Director. And in Katumi, same thing, eyes a little bit lighter than the rest of their features, curly, darker hair. They have features that are very masculine. They have this either dark or olive type of skin, strong eyebrows, and a demeanor that is very calm, but you can tell they are someone who does not play games. You can tell they don't have time for that. They don't have energy for that. They have more important things to do than to play games in love. And once they want something, they want it and they're going to go for it. And that something is you during the month of July. Group number one, this is the reading that I received for you, and I hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section, and you can also find all of the decks that I used below, as well as I've created a list for you in case you want to add any of these decks to your collection. To symbolize that you received your entire reading and you claim it, you manifest it, leave a turtle emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you were here, group number one. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number two. Welcome to your July 2025 love prediction. You chose the Tiger's Eye crystal in connectivity to the Magical Spirit Oracle deck in order to figure out what's coming towards your love life during the month of July, and we'll get straight into it without wasting any time, group number two, so you can figure out precisely what's happening for you in love. So this is the gorgeous Tiger's Eye crystal. I want to do a quick close-up for you so you can get acquainted with the crystal of your choice and its energy. The Tiger's Eye is a crystal that is said to have you connect to your most natural self. So if you're naturally a very caring person, you are more connected to that part of you in July. If you're naturally very ambitious, independent, I want you to know that those areas of your life are going to take a huge upturn. This is a very positive symbol for the areas of your life that you are naturally good at. So let's move more deeply into your reading and figure out what that means in regards to your love life. First up, we have received the blessings and curses message. This is all about self-love and beauty. Sometimes being as hot, as intelligent, as good looking as you are, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because you attract great people, amazing people, but you also attract people who can be toxic, who can be narcissistic, who want you in their life because it serves them, because it makes them look good. So you have to be careful about who you spend your time with and who is allowed to be in your energy, group number 2, because your energy is sacred. Your energy is a currency. I just spoke about this. I just posted about that the other day on Instagram in a reel. Your energy is your currency, and you should only spend it where the investment is made wisely and where there is a return on your investment, where it's appreciated. Next up, we've got liberation. The month of July brings you freedom. It brings you liberation. If you have been stuck, still thinking about an ex or a situationship, if you feel like your love life has been stuck in any way, group number 2, know that July is a complete month of liberation, of things changing for the better. We've got free spirit energy. We've got authentic, wild type of energy. You are fun. You are the life of the party. When people meet you, they think, wow, you are just so authentic, and that's hot. That is attractive, group number 2. You're also giving others permission to feel free and to liberate themselves because you're doing that for yourself. So in that sense, you're also a huge source of inspiration for others. And I want you to know you'll have multiple suitors coming towards you during the month of July because of this energy of being liberated and free, and honestly just not caring about what anyone may think. Next up, we've got growing pains. You're healing, your patience is expanding, and unconsciously you are healing through the growing pains. Now, during this time of liberation and freedom and feeling a lot more like yourself than you have in a long time, and honestly decentering your behavior away from trying to appease the male or female gaze. What this does is it opens your third eye chakra, this portal of intuitively healing. You are most likely not going to notice this, but now you've received this reading so you can pay attention to it, group number 2. But subconsciously, you'll be doing a lot of healing of past traumas that were still stuck in your body. So past traumas from relationships that scarred you, that made you feel like you weren't enough, or maybe something was wrong with you, even though you were actually just put in impossible situations. And that leaves emotional scars that nobody sees. And during the month of July, those scars are healing on their own. Without you having to do anything actively or consciously, you are healing those wounds through time and through being free and through being authentic and not caring about anyone judging you or what anyone may think. Next up, we've received no strings attached, as well as the best of you. Your angels and your guides need you to receive this message, group number 2, that the best of you comes out when you've got no strings attached to anybody. It's like the moment you stop caring, that's when they start caring, group number 2. You have no strings attached to anybody, especially not to someone who hasn't shown you the same type of loyalty. You are freeing yourself. This is a moment of liberation. People who have not earned your trust and your loyalty, they are not getting it from you any longer. And they're not getting the best of you anymore. The best of you is reserved for you. It's reserved for the people who deserve it. It's reserved for your family. If you've got kids, your spouse, your partner. It's reserved for the people who have shown that, yes, they're going to give you the best of themselves as well, and that they love when you thrive in the feeling and in the moment of the best of you. Everyone else, they're not getting that attachment from you. It is becoming crystal clear to you that in ways you were far too loyal to people ahead of time who did not deserve the care, the love, the loyalty at the time that you gave it. And this clarity is making you so wildly attractive because you're no more in people-pleasing or doormat type of energy. You're in an energy of complete confidence and clarity. You know what you want, and you would rather have less quantity but more quality than a lot of people texting you, blowing up your phone, but actually you know it's not really the right connection, or they don't truly respect you, or you're just giving them an ego boost by responding to their messages. You're not entertaining that. You're not allowing for people to have access to your energy who are not serious, group number 2, because you've noticed that it's just not good for you psychologically, mentally, spiritually, energetically. And next, we received your tribe, your vibe as a message within your reading. This oracle card means that you are connecting more deeply with your friends, with your family, with platonic relationships, rather than going on the dating apps and allowing for you to just be distracted. So either you're with the right one in love, which is what I see here during the month of July. It's either the right person, it's the type of person that you can really picture a true future with, that respects you, that values you, that loves you, that's crazy about you, or you are with friends or family. There's no in between. There's no let's see where this goes. There's no let's just chill. We've got a vibe. Let's just hang. You're not doing all of that. Group number 2, you are either here to establish a connection that continues, because relationships by definition, they continue, or you are not there at all because you don't have time for it. You value yourself far too much, and you value your energy and your frequency to a degree you've never valued it before. So this is a huge level up for you during the month of July. And guess what you're getting? You're getting flowers. That's the next message we received within your reading, group number 2, flower delivery to your house. The master number 11. Be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours during the month of July. That's the message we're receiving here within the flowers. So don't be afraid to be generous with the people that you are choosing to be around you. You've chosen the right people. If you needed confirmation, this is your confirmation, group number 2. I also want you to be aware here within the flowers that pink flowers are coming your way during the month of July. I want you to also know success and emotional fulfillment. It is inevitable. There's no way around it. Oh no, group number 2, whatever will we do with such an amazing month of July in your love life? And I want you to know here within the Chariot, things are moving forward. Things are moving in the direction that you want them to move into. The Chariot represents charging ahead with confidence, staying focused and staying strong, because you've got focus, because you're showing strength, because you're showing that you're not afraid to be alone. You would actually rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't appreciate you or is slowly chiseling away at your self-worth, your value, and your confidence. That has become crystal clear to you during the month of July. And that means that you're taking huge steps towards the right person, because the right person for you, your spouse, your future husband, your future wife, this is the type of person that you can only meet if you're in that energy. If you're still into people-pleasing energy, you will get hung up kissing frogs, kissing toads, and you will not be able to meet your right person when you're in that energy. And you've realized that. That has become crystal clear to you. That's why you're leaving that behind, because there's no point in that anyways. It's just a waste of your precious time. Next up, we've received the World, which is one of the most positive symbols that you could receive within tarot and oracle deck cards and readings. The World card, by the way, if this were a tarot deck, because this is actually an oracle deck, that would be the final card of the major arcana within the tarot, which represents complete and utter fulfillment and your life being in a place where there's nothing more you could desire. You've got it all. Now here within this oracle deck, what the World represents and brings as a message is to be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. I do see here that when it comes to love, you're meeting the person that you will travel the world with, you will go to a different country with, and you are going to have an amazing time vacationing, relaxing, chilling. That's exactly what you needed, and they will spoil you all across the globe. I want you to also know here within the World that them being in another part of this world is something that will happen frequently. They travel a lot for work, but this is fun. That's what I see here in the Sun. Immediately, your spirit guides are confirming. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Open your heart to the possibility that perhaps you are meant to live a lifestyle with someone who is well-traveled, with someone who works all across the globe, seeing the entire world with them. Having financial abundance, safety, and freedom because you are with someone who is capable, who knows what they're doing, and who is also very successful. The Sun and also the flowers, it shows us here that this flower delivery is going to have flowers that looks kind of like a sunflower. And I want you to also know here within the Sun, this is a symbol of warmth. It is a symbol of feeling taken care of feeling appreciated. It is a feeling that is almost like a warm embrace and a warm hug. Remember as a kid when your mom hugged you and it felt like the warmest, safest space ever? If that's something that you were fortunate enough to experience, group number 2, that is the emotion in the Sun. Next, we have Hilarion that moved into your reading, group number 2. Hilarion is a symbol of divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge, and heal. Your light can support others. The month of July is a month of having fun, having a lot of outgoing moments, which also calls for you to take moments of healing and of solitude when you feel a little overwhelmed, or when the introvert in you is saying, oh, I need a little bit of time to retreat and to recharge. Hilarion symbolizes you being a light that supports others all the time. So you are like the unpaid therapist. You are the person that others come to for support with their deepest, darkest secrets that they would not feel safe to tell anyone else. Perhaps even when you've been in public, random people, strangers, have come up to you and they've confided in you because somehow your energy just invites people to be open and to overshare with you very easily. But when you're in a position of receiving a lot of this information, you also just have to give yourself moments of being in your own energy and not accepting any new information, any new messages, any new energies, because it can be a lot. It can be heavy on you, so you have to make sure that you're even more vigilant about your boundaries and about taking care of yourself first. Next up, we have received Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva represents a transcendence taking place in July in love. You're rising up, you're honoring your inner force, steps are being given, dancing with the universe. The month of July is very straightforward. The step that will be given is you have this awesome person in your life, you have this awesome romantic opportunity, take it or leave it. Group number 3. Obviously, the opportunity is here, but the choice is always yours. You decide who you ultimately spend your time in your life with. You decide ultimately whether you want to take the opportunities that your guides and the universe that they are presenting to you and that they're making available to you. You can take it, you can leave it, either way. Spirit and the universe wants you to know here that you should feel like you're honoring the most fun path that allows you to live in a way that is free and that feels authentic. Father wounds are being healed. Wow. Group number 2, if you have had any type of trauma with a fatherly figure in your life, if during Father's Day you felt a little pinch of resentment or you felt sadness because you just have these father wounds that need healing, maybe you're not on speaking terms with your father, maybe they're not in your life for whatever reason anymore. One thing that I see is divine healing happening for any of you who are experiencing father wounds and where you feel like it is affecting your love life. And perhaps this, and I really don't like this expression, but you know, the daddy issues expression, it's healing from the inside without you even realizing, because you're starting to get the ick, you're starting to be very unattracted to people who don't represent emotional safety and true love. And you are starting to not feel like that pattern is comfort of being rejected, of feeling like you have to fight so hard for the fatherly or divine masculine love. You're not doing that anymore, group number 2. It's actually becoming, in a way, so unattractive to you that you don't even feel like it's something you want to do or engage in, or the type of person that you even want in your life. I see here within the ace of the element of water, you're experiencing a completely fresh start in love and in your emotion, because you're no longer who you used to be. You're no longer continuing patterns that don't serve you or that are rooted from a place of insecurity or past traumas. Everything is new in your emotional life during the month of July. You also are experiencing a new beginning in love. So that means a new type of person that you've never dated or gone out with or been with before coming into your life, and you intuitively know that it's right, because different doesn't mean it's wrong. Different and unknown doesn't mean it has to be bad, because the best things happen in the unknown. The new things that you desire and that you want are only possible in the unknown. Otherwise, you'd already have it. You wouldn't still desire it. So your intuition is really strong. We also have the symbol of the owl here within the intuition card. Let me just make sure you can see it. Zoom in on this card. There we go. The owl is represented here within intuition. And also, you see how she's wearing this cloak that has this big hood with like this faux fur kind of trimming. That's one thing that I see that you're also snuggled up in during the month of July, on the colder days or on days where you're just going out for a very casual stroll or walk or fresh air to get your 10,000 steps that you guys know I religiously post about on my Instagram stories to connect with you guys about the 10,000 steps a day, because hello, we have to create our own heaven on earth. So during the month of July, you're still so focused on your well-being, your 10,000 steps a day, making sure your career is thriving. I see you're also investing in new career opportunities. And by the way, Group number 2, if you would like 100 ideas on online businesses that you can start to be spiritually aligned but still have a legit business, I have a free PDF sheet below in the description box that you can download with 100 ideas for online businesses if you want to add an additional stream of revenue into your life, an additional business, an additional safety net, and also so you're not so focused on overthinking about love, of course, so that you are in this energy of, I'm doing my thing. I'm happy with myself. I know what it is that I desire and what I deserve, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. That's what I see here, group number 2, for you. You're creating your own dream life, whether a lover is in it yet or not. And that makes so many people actually come back to you. I see here within goals, you are goals. You are relationship goals. You're the type of person that others see as goals to be with, romantically speaking. And progress is positive, and personal goals will be achieved during the month of July. That's the message we're receiving here within the goals card. And we also have these coins, which are symbolic for abundance, of course, material wealth, financial abundance, which is one thing that I see as part of the month of July for you, where it also makes it abundantly clear when you love because you love the person. You don't love anyone for what they can do for you, what they can give to you, or because they're wealthy, or because of any of these types of superficial reasons. You have goals, you reach and achieve them, and when you love someone, it comes from a pure place. And next up, we received patience within your prediction. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. If you are receiving this reading at a time where your mind is working on overdrive, you've got so many thoughts just circulating, and you're like, oh my God, this sounds amazing, but how is it all going to come to fruition? Allow it to happen, group number 2, by taking your mind away from overthinking, by being patient, by changing your attitude, slowing down, clearing your mind, meditating, journaling. If you feel like your mind is overactive, it's probably because you've just got too many thoughts and processes on the go all at once. The best way for you to combat that, to do something about that, is to meditate and to journal. And I want you to take all of the thoughts you've got in your head, put them into a safe space, into the energy of meditation, into journaling, into talking to a friend, call them up, tell them how you're feeling, and let go of the overthinking. So group number 2, this is the reading that I've received for you about your love life during the month of July. Your love life is going to be completely revamped, and I cannot wait for you to experience all of these blessings that are coming towards you in love. If you watched your reading all the way to this point, leave a sunflower emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you were here, group number 2, because that's the only way anyone would know that you chose group number 2. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your July love prediction. You chose the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle deck, as well as the opalite crystal, to help guide you through figuring out precisely what's coming towards your love life, group number 3. This is the beautiful opalite crystal, which you may have intuitively felt drawn to and knew was your stone the moment you saw it, because this is actually a crystal that gives you clarity and protects you at the same time, which may be exactly what you need now for your love life during the upcoming month of July. So let's see precisely what's coming towards you this month in love and what's going on overall with your romantic life. So first up, we've got King Neptune as well as Kadesh. I want you to know here, you are super, super sensitive to attractive people, and attractive people are very sensitive towards you. So you are physically more attractive than you're aware of, group number 3. And when you enter a room, people's heads turn. Even just your energy, it is far more potent than you are aware of. And I see here within Kadesh that you have this very sensual side to you that people can see, but you perhaps are unaware of. And you're attracting someone that I see here within King Neptune that is super sensitive to this receptive part of you, so to the divine feminine energy part within you. And you are incredibly seductive to anyone who has the King Neptune energy of someone who is strong, who is independent, who has very divine masculine type of energy, because there is something about you that is mysterious yet so attractive and hot that they just can't quite put their finger on, but it's undeniably clear it's there. So the month of July is a month of you seducing others without even knowing that that's what your energy is doing, group number 3. Next up, we've got Mau Lisa, and this is an important act of balance. Perhaps in your career and in your aspirations, the ambitious side of you, you have so much going for you, you have so much you still want to do, and you've always been a very independent person. You never needed anyone to provide for you or to do anything for you. You've always had aspirations to be standing solidly on your own 2 feet. But I see that just this balance between that and still allowing yourself to rest in divine feminine energy, which is the energy of receiving. So receiving attention, being open to receiving gifts, help, and support. That doesn't mean that you can't do it yourself. It just shows here that you are in divine balance with the fact that all of these parts of you exist. They're valid, and just as much as you put out and you're ambitious and you have your own divine masculine energy, you also get to rest in feminine energy. I see here within the Maitana that the month of July offers a safe space for love. So if love has been feeling like you're not really sure what's going on, or you feel as though you always have to be guarded, July is giving you a safe space, a safe person to talk to, a safe person to express love to. And I see here within King Neptune that you've got someone in July who is very sensitive to your energy and your emotions. They know you've been through a lot, and rather than just continuing to trigger you, they want to be that safe space. They want to be that person that you can come to and you can just relax. You don't have to overthink anything. You don't have to ask yourself if they're still going to be here next month, if they're just playing with your feelings, if they're just saying nice things in order to get you to open up to them. I see here within the Maitana that you've got a genuine safe space here for you during the month of July. As I was shuffling the next deck, 2 cards just popped straight into your reading without even allowing me to properly get into the shuffling process, which means these 2 cards have a very important message for you for July group 3. We've got the Moldavite and the Dolomite. The Moldavite brings the message that your unique qualities are an important part of your life's purpose and your love life. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Whereas the Dolomite brings you the message that a positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So your angels and your guides are trying to remind you of the fact that everything that makes you different and unique and that makes you the type of person that people don't come across every day romantically especially. So you being a partner that is super loyal, super trustworthy, super caring and loving, these are all ways in which you are different from the average person, and in which you may have underestimated how the fact that, yes, you are different and you are unconventional for this time, for this day and age, that is your most attractive trait, group number 3. That is what makes you so unique and special and makes the right person say, I want you and nobody else. And the Dolomite is a representation of you staying strong in this positive mindset that you don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to, for example, present your body on social media. You don't have to be showing off your body in a way that feels uncomfortable. You also don't have to get intimate with anyone in a time frame that you feel like is too quick or too soon. The fact that you have your own way, your own style of being, that is the most attractive part of you. And I see here in the opalite that you're receiving increased support for your love life during the month of July. Perhaps you already have some schedules for therapy sessions during the month of July, so that would explain the apophyllite very easily. But what the apophyllite also represents is your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So in the month of July, accept love, accept support. So if you're moving, for example, I want you to know there will be someone who's offering help, support. Even as you're moving into a new space, you're moving something heavy, accept help and support from someone who wants to, because because that will strike up a conversation, and that is how you will meet new people. People want to help you, people want to do things for you, and especially during the month of July, that support is increased. And your angels and your guides want you to accept that support and to allow yourself to rest in the receiving energy, rest in the soft energy, rest in the divine feminine energy, because that makes you the most attractive version of you during the month of July. The calcite is about busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. One thing that I see here within your reading, group number 3, is that you are extremely busy. You always have a lot to do. You're always multitasking. There's always a lot going on within your life, and sometimes that makes you feel as though there's not enough time in your schedule for love, or it makes you feel stressed out about love. But your guides are trying to say here, be so real, be so honest with yourself. If there are a few tasks that can be removed where nothing is really going to change if you don't do them, then remove them for the month of July, because you have dates to go on, you have moments to spend with a romantic partner where you are enjoying one another's company, you have a lot of people who are asking you if you have time to go out, if you have time to attend parties. I also am getting wedding vibes as well. Listen to your body, because the month of July is going to tell you exactly who to allow close to you and who not. The month of July is a month where your body is going to also tell you who feels good and who doesn't. So even as you are romantically getting closer with another person, so kissing, holding hands, making out, all of these things, group number 3, listen to your body and how it reacts. Because one thing that I see here with King Neptune is that your body will tell you immediately. Kadesh and King Neptune are a surefire sign that your intuition is trustworthy, and the month of July is a month where your guides and your angels are trying to communicate to you. Listen to that feeling. If something feels a little off, then they're probably not compatible with you, and it's safe to listen to that. It's safe to say to yourself, something feels a little bit strange, and your intuition is right. If you feel 100% attracted, you're into them, everything just feels so right and magical, keep going for it. Listen to your body and listen to when your body is ready. Next up, we have got the lover. You've got a lover in your life in July, group number 3. It's safe to surrender to the good feelings. That's a message you are meant to receive, especially if you've been guarded, if you have had walls up, for whatever reason that are so valid, group number 3, but that doesn't mean that you have to keep those guards up forever. The lover is symbolic of Aphrodite energy, passionate energy, and abundance. A message that I'm getting here for you, group number 3, is that the month of July is allowing you to finally surrender, to finally take that deep breath of air that you have been needing. If even right now as you're receiving your reading, you're feeling kind of uptight, you are only breathing into what feels like your throat, your neck area. Notice, become conscious of your breathing right now, group number 3. Are you breathing into your belly? Is your belly even distending as you're breathing? Or are you only allowing for very shallow, kind of stressed out breaths? That is already a symbol for you that July is going to be very different. July is going to be openness. It's going to be feeling more deeply connected to your body and to love. And also passion, because you're allowing it and you're not in fight or flight mode. You're not doing shallow breathing 24/7, but you're actually receiving this comforting energy that makes you feel more at home in every way. So receiving that from love, from people you're dating, and you're receiving security, and they are texting you in a way that calms your nervous system. The next message we've received is the servant queen. You are worthy of beautiful things. Divine, magnetic, valuable energy, group number 3. This also corresponds to the number 3, quite literally speaking. And I want you to know here in the servant queen that what this shows us is that not only are you worthy of beautiful things, which is something we have all known all along, group number 3, but you are finally becoming aware of this as well during the month of July. So group number 3, this is the month of allowing yourself to receive gifts and attention and of feeling like you truly are deserving of all of the things that you have denied yourself of for a long time. The facial, the massage, the spa day. Just saying yes and accepting the coffee, the dinner, and the gift. Just accepting compliments when someone tells you that you're gorgeous, that you're beautiful, and that you're highly attractive. You're worthy of beautiful things and experiences, compliments, material things, all of it. It's all here to be enjoyed. There's a reason why the human experience has material aspects, emotional aspects, spiritual aspects, and you get to enjoy all, group number 3, in case you didn't know. Krishna shows us here that you are a very devoted person. Once you love, you love. And once you love someone, you love them forever. Even if it doesn't work out, you always have that piece of you and that piece of your heart that remembers your love for that person. Even if you're not on speaking terms, you've had it with past lovers and family members where things happened that were just irreconcilable. You did not want them in your life anymore, but that did not mean that you didn't still have love for them. That's a very mature type of way to be. It's a very honest way to be, and it actually shows that you're not afraid of vulnerability and you're honest with yourself. What I see here within Krishna is that your guides are bringing you the message to trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. The month of July shows that your devotion is going to be reciprocated. The thing with you is you are so devoted and loyal, and what your spirit guides want for you is to be matched with someone who is just as devoted and just as loyal, because you deserve nothing less, group number 3. Your devotion and your loyalty and your care is one of your most attractive traits, and a trait that has been taken for granted before. And I see here within Isis, which represents magic manifesting in this oracle deck, that your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality. So now stay focused. Don't allow insecurities about your body, your appearance, or your past relationships to take over. Group number 3, stay steadfast in the belief, the understanding, and the feeling that you are deserving of amazing things. You're deserving of an amazing love life. You're deserving of a connection that feels unique and honors you and values you. You are deserving of all of the gifts under the sun and in the world. One thing that I'm getting here is this birthday energy. So even if it's not your actual birthday in July, I mean, if it is, then very straightforward, makes sense. You're getting amazing gifts, just accept them and enjoy them. If it's not your actual birthday month, what this represents is you receiving as though it's your birthday unapologetically. And no, that doesn't make you greedy. That doesn't make you someone who only cares about material things. Please stop, group number 3, because the material realm and aspect was created for a reason. And it's created for us humans to have that experience as well, and to also enjoy that experience. You were not put on earth to suffer in love. You were put on earth to be loved, to be appreciated, and for someone to try to impress you, romantically speaking. Next, we received the lovers. It couldn't get any more clearer than to receive this oracle message. There are 2 paths ahead. Be so true to yourself, group number 3, because the month of July, I am getting love triangle vibes. Oh my God, group number 3, I am getting King Neptune and Mau Lisa kind of love triangle energy. So someone who has very, very divine masculine energy. And then you remember the phase where everyone had this girl crush on, I think, was it Ruby Rose? Also, for example, Megan Fox is one of those girl crushes, right? Where even if you identify as straight, you still think like, oh, these individuals are really hot. These individuals are, in a sense, they have this femininity, but also this masculine energy where you feel like you have the best of both worlds that could make you a little bit less straight for a moment in time. You know the energy that I mean, group number 3? So that's where I see a love triangle going on here in July. For one, we have the very straightforward masculine man. And then in Mau Lisa, I see a very close connection to you of someone who's attracted to you that you perhaps never would have considered as a romantic partner or potential romantic partner. But something during the month of July makes you so open to seeing everyone as attractive in their own way. So that doesn't mean that, oh, all of a sudden you're doing something completely different or out of the ordinary in dating. It's just that you're seeing attractiveness as more of a spectrum than black and white. And within the lovers, It's fun, it's exciting, it's broadening your horizon. The Fool is a representation of a fresh start, of a fresh beginning. Your love life has a completely fresh start in July. Have the courage to embrace change. Take risks, be adventurous. If you've always wanted to take a risk by going on a trip with someone that you're dating, or you wanted to ask someone out, you wanted to put yourself out there in a different way, the month of July is the best month for you to do this because you're protected. You're in your most attractive energy, as we spoke about right at the start of your reading, group number 3. And I also see this hiking, this camping vibe, this nature vibes connecting very deeply on a spiritual level, on a mental level with another person. And embracing change means also going to a new place, traveling. I see you here going to a different country in July unexpectedly. Of course, if you've already booked a flight or a trip, then to you this makes sense. But I see you going to a very unexpected place, a trail, having an excursion into nature with another person that you didn't see coming. You didn't see this was going to happen. But that means that you're going to meet them there. You're going to meet them as you're in this new place. And then you will spontaneously decide to try something new with them, to start something new, to go on an adventure together. And here within the Four of Swords, one thing about you, group number 3, is that you will always be someone who is rather cautious with your emotions, and you're very intelligent, which means that you overthink a lot. The Four of Swords tells me here that the message you are meant to receive is to let go of the overthinking, let go of feeling too much into everything that could go wrong. Instead, feel into what if everything goes right, group number 3? What if everything goes amazingly well? What if you meet the love of your life and you go on a camping trip and you talk with them for hours on end while you're hiking, and at the end of the evening you collapse into a tent and cuddle with them all night and have the best time, and you immediately know you were meant to be together forever. The Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're meant to have a love story like that, that is like out of a movie, very well-rounded and beautiful to tell to others. The Queen of Pentacles also tells me here that you are in queen energy during the month of July. You're in an energy that is intimidating to anyone who isn't successful financially and in their career, professionally speaking, because they feel like they have nothing to offer to you. That's not a bad thing. I just see that you only have serious suitors here during the month of July who are texting you, who are trying to date you, and who are trying to see where things can go. Whereas here, the Ace of Pentacles also is a representation of you in your career. You have an opportunity to go to a work event. And if you work for yourself, this is like an entrepreneur's event near you. You have the opportunity to go, you have the opportunity to learn. Go there, learn, broaden your horizon, do better in your career because you've learned, because you're taking action. But I do also want you to know that that is where your romantic lover will be found. It's going to be during a period where you're not expecting it, where you're in your work element, and they find that really attractive and hot. Now, the Magician is a card of manifestation. It represents the number 1 in the major arcana within the tarot. As you can see here, we've got the sword, we've got the snake, everything is wrapped around, coiled into one another. The snake represents transformation. The snake represents a fresh beginning, shedding old skin, and that's what I see here within the Magician. It's like the month of July will leave you feeling like you're an unrecognizable version of yourself. You think to yourself, who am I? I'm so different than who I thought I was meant to be. One thing that I do also want you to know here within the Magician, this means a fresh start of taking action. You're not afraid to be the one to reach out, to make the first move, to make the first connection with a new person, romantically speaking. And you're not afraid of that because nothing to you is so serious anymore in love. You're not taking people as seriously. You're just letting things happen the way that they should and the way that they naturally unfold for you. Group number 3. And I do also see here within the 10th house, your achievements, your status in the outside world, that is increasing. The more that increases, the more you are invited into different rooms, into different opportunities and possibilities where you meet people of higher and higher calibers. So the more you focus on yourself, actually, the better romantic options you have in your love life. So rather than being so focused on finding someone, you are really focused on leveling up, and that's creating all the opportunity that you could ever want or need. And the 8th house, as you can see, is the house of commitment. It's the house of shared resources, of tying the knot, of being in a committed relationship or marriage with a person, finding the right person to do this with. You've got options, group number 3. The more you increase your self-care, the more you do things for you, the more you level up yourself, the better and more options that you have romantically. The more options are coming towards you and you're like, where is this all coming from? It is because the more you focus on you, the more the world sees your value as well. And the more you will have people of an intense, extreme status that is elevated, that is powerful, want to be with you and want you in their lives, especially because you have this unspoken it factor and very sensual nature about you. Now, group number 3, this is the reading that I received for you for the month of July. Leave a lion emoji below to let me and others know that you chose group number 3 and that it resonated and that you claim this reading. Furthermore, all of the decks are listed below in the description box, and also my free PDFs, as well as my app that I developed for us to connect tarot and spirituality with manifestation to create the lives of our desires. And of course, you have access to absolutely all of my lessons on how you can take divine messages to it being your actual life. And the app, as well as the library, just keeps growing and expanding. You guys know I've got almost 800 pick a card tarot reading videos on my channel. And the same thing goes for my app. It is just a huge resource of ways in which you can manifest the life of your dreams, whether it's in love or in your career. And I'm there to support you every step of the way. So feel free to check that all out in the description box. My gorgeous soul, wherever you are on our planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.